up. Let's check out the names. Yeah, names are looking good. What's up, YouTube? What's up? Ben just took off. So we have this short going. So how's the lighting looking? I got me a Halo light bar. I can't run it like a lot of streamers do. I weld, so I'm not used to the bright ass light in my eyes. I hate bright lights. So we're just looking right here. We can at least see. We can at least, to be honest, we'd be able to see at least a retrace down to the 0.5 Fibonacci, which I don't think we'll get considering we already had this one. Like I said, my anybody tuning in, ultimately I am looking for shorts on GU, but we already had our shorts. We already had our move within the shorts today, as you can see, and then we had it take out these lows and then grab liquidity down here at this low. So I'm gonna upscale on this position as soon as I can. We'll see. Once we get breakthrough, I'm gonna scale up. I'm not gonna scale up nothing too crazy. We're working with lower margin because, like I said, I'm going lower risk until we go into more probable. We're not playing with the markets anymore. So what do we have right here? We have a bullish doji candle. We have a hammerhead candle. We have a shooting star candle, which means downside. This is all in 1 minute, so I'm just kind of showing you guys types of candles, which those don't mean shit right now until we get this. So we have these candles close out higher into the wicks. Yeah, it's looking good. This right here is just a position that you guys would like to do just for a short term long. Let's look into the indices. What I had in mind right here was, I already did fill it. Beautiful. Nope, it didn't. What I had in mind in here for NASDAQ is just a sell-off down to fill this gap right down here. You see this? This gap right here needs to be filled. It could take a while to do so. So it could come up here, take these highs, then fill that gap down there. We'll see. All I'm doing is I'm looking for a short on NASDAQ as well. See, and if you guys rely on my live stream last week, this week going into Sunday, look, I even have the notes still here. The notes are still here. Look, this gap was created on market open Sunday. I said the gap needs to be filled, and like I said during the stream, I said it could take a couple days. But Wednesday, bam, we have it fill that gap. Beautiful. Is that wrong? And then right here we have it create another gap, this time to the upside. So I'll at least be looking for, honestly, I'll at least be looking for like these highs right here to be taken out using this area of liquidity, which we'll find right now. So using this area of liquidity about like right here, to be honest, I can see this happening most probable. Take out these highs, then fill this gap. See? Why these? Because liquidity lies outside of previous resistance and or support. So we can see right here, look, bam. So, and let's head back to the live position because I think we're seeing breakout. Yep, right here. We'll be seeing breakout here shortly. Probably only going in with like $10 more of margin once we see the proper retrace and going into breakout. And like I said a minute ago, we could see it touch. Like what is pretty probable of happening is oh, sorry. We can see it come down and touch the 0.5 fib. That's probably the most probable move. Touch the 0.5 fib and continue up. Or we could be ass backward, just could be grabbing liquidity to the upside, then back down, which I don't think so. Once you see it grab liquidity, most of the time you don't see it come back up to it again like that. How's everybody doing today? I'll bring this up if you guys are looking for my. We gotta take the highs of 34343, and that's the move we're looking for. We're looking to take those highs out. We just scaled up. If you guys didn't notice. We scaled up. We saw a good 34343. We could be looking all the way for that. That's more of like the daily time frame for the pushback down. But since I said since the beginning we're scalping this, I would only be looking for it to take out like, okay, TP1 would be like right here. This is a 30-minute, and TP1 would actually be like right here, and TP2 would be like right up here. And pop up the chats on the side right here. See how we're doing. See, we're getting exactly what we want right now. Popping up all three platforms so that way I can get you guys answer any questions as they come. How's everybody doing? Anybody who's just now joining, we're looking for just a quick short-term scalp right to the upside for GU. It looks like we will be getting it here shortly. Yeah, I'm quite honestly. Whoa, my computer just tweaked out right there. It's just I gotta. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta fucking. Hopefully I didn't fuck up the stream at all. My power, the outlet it was in was fucking tweaking, so I'm just gonna check out my fucking FPS now because I have battery panel power saver on, so when it goes to battery power it switches the FPS over. But yeah, check it out. We have all three positions in. All three positions are about to go into profit. March available. We're using about 50% of margin, which is okay. It's a little higher than someone would be wanting to do, but we are going. We're pretty much over leveraging these accounts, getting them to bigger places where we want them to be to lower risk. I'll pop the chat back up. How's everybody doing today? Alright, let's get all three chats popped up so that way I'm not slacking on any questions today. Usually I'm slacking here and there. YouTube, we had like 1,000 people tuned in on YouTube last week, so thank you guys. There we go. Have all three of my chats popped up how I want it. And we are, and anybody just joining, I can pop up my market sentiment just for this evening. I typed this up just right before I started the stream. Yeah. And DFL stands for daily fractal low. We'll be looking for NZD USD longs once it breaks daily fractal low. But for right now, we were bearish on GU, which we had, if we look right here in the 30-minute, we had our bear move for the day, and then we had it where down here. Why down here? Because it sits outside of previous support. Also, if we want to double check and kind of view how valid this grab liquidity is, which was our original grab liquidity, we can go like this. I mark it out, and I go to like the 4 hour, and I look for any reactions within that zone. Okay. All right. This is what I had marked. Look, bam. What do you know? This area right here that I have marked of liquidity it grabbed to head to the upside, it did, and it did the opposite. Right here, we had a take of this liquidity, which is our area of interest, and then to the downside. Right here, we had a take of this liquidity and to the upside. Right here, we had a take of liquidity and then a to the upside, about as big as a move as what we're looking for. We're not looking for anything crazy, like I said. So, in my opinion, that's a valid take of liquidity. How's the audio doing? Looks like it's doing well. Like I said, I'm not tripping because look, there's high probable. Yeah, there's a good chance we'll come out in here and touch like the top of the 0.5 fib. No big deal. Not risking my whole account in this. Ultimately, I'll be looking for excuse me, guys. Ultimately, I'll be looking for New Zealand USD longs, which we won't be able to get until we take out the daily fractal high. And the daily fractal high of, I have it in here in my notes, of 34343. 34343. And we can go like this and put this in here if we want. Hold up, guys, sorry. My bad, I got turned around. That's the pair that we're currently in, is what we'll be looking for, 34343. Yep, so we'll be looking for this to the downside once it takes to 0.343. And that's kind of my play behind this move. So we got to see it break this daily fractal high right here in order for us to start heading to the downside. With that being said, people are looking for it to take this high, and we're taking the move to that high right now, so you can see. Ultimately, I'm short in this position, but we have to grab liquidity to head to the downside, which I'm trading right now. It's just grab a liquidity. And we're seeing it move to our direction. And honestly, since we have to have it take that out, I'm going to move all take profits to this area. That's the most probable of what I'll be looking for. I'm not looking to be in this forever. I'm looking to get in this and leave. So if we're looking at it right here, in order to head to immediate downside, we have to take these highs. And to take these highs, the area of liquidity would be about right here. So I'm going to move all of our TPs to right here, which is pretty probable in my opinion. Man, you see what I'm talking about? We don't want to shoot for the moon. So from the 72 with risking half the margin, we'll be hitting on like $100, over $100, right? That's all we're looking for. Beautiful, guys. Follow or like or any type of reaction for this position going right. We just started, and my game plan is playing out so far. So you guys can also jump in and take these signals as well and make money with me. If you guys see what I'm talking about, so let's go in the past. Kind of like something we're looking at before the head to the upside. Down here, 30-minute for this big ass push. What do we got? Right here. No, we would rather look for a push to the downside because ultimately that's what we're looking for. Right here, bam. So it's the 30-minute. What do we got? Bam, 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 and we have this take of liquidity that's the downside, and we're looking for the next take of liquidity then to the downside, which would obviously be most likely right here. I'm not looking for all that. I'm looking just to get in, get out, make money, and leave. It's kind of chilly down here. I'll put a hoodie on y'all. Yeah, folks, a majority of my plays past couple of weeks have been way more probable than they were before, hence me live streaming them. And I've just been taking takes of liquidity. So regardless of the overall sentiment, like let's say we want to go to the upside, we're going to have a take of liquidity back to the downside to go to the upside. So I'm going to be looking for a quick short, then ultimately to the upside. That being said, you can make areas of both sides of the markets doing this. If we see a strong reaction within this zone, we'll bounce because this zone lies above all of these. I'm not tripping over it. It's like, look what happened last time we touched this zone. And plus, I really like this area. This looks like a healthy swipe of liquidity. Thank you guys. Last week we had total in between all of my different streams with market streams and game streams. We had like 600 people tuning in on YouTube. So let's see if we can get all the other socials to hit those numbers. My YouTube, though, keep in mind, I started when I was 12. I have my YouTube jumping now. Sorry guys, if I chew my bait too much, that shit wax. Gotta get that minute, get that shit away from me. So meanwhile, yeah, NCD USD we'll have to see a take of like these lows before I look for a long. We'd have to see price head to like this area, which would take these lows out. Then we could be looking for a long, but until then we're not looking for any positions in New Zealand US dollar. Right now we're long in GBP USD, and it's looking good, you know. Because ultimately GU wants to go to the downside. Well, that being said, the most current downside move already happened. Will that continue to the downside? We have to see it take some highs. These highs that it will take is our trade. I know it's trading against the trend, but no, it's not really. Look, if we look at it in the 30-minute, what do we have? The trend is to the downside, but look, right here, we had the take of liquidity. On top of that, we have bullish market shifts like coming in right here. Like I said, if we see any strong reaction off of these zones up here, we'll take profit as we go. But for right now, we're seeing some good bullish momentum. So we can see it didn't. That's crazy. As I was saying, I said, I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of the stream, I said we can see at least a touch to the top of the 0.5 fib, which is what we have. We didn't see it enter it, which is good on our end right now. Check out the chats. Patience is key. Now we just gotta wait. We've already been on here for 20 minutes, and we just we entered the positions 20 minutes ago, and we're gonna see how this plays out. If we start to see it collapse, we'll leave, because this could be just a take of liquidity then to the downside. I don't believe so, because why? We already had a take of liquidity right here, and if it was to take a liquidity to the downside, it would stand outside of these previous highs. NZD USD, like I said, we're gonna have to wait for it to take out some lows before it head up, just like how these gotta take up some highs before it head down. So essentially, immediately, like if we're looking for shorts, would be shorting New Zealand US dollar, which I'm not, because it's a bullish pair out of all of them, as we can see even right here in my notes, right here. I kept seeing that typo and it was driving me nuts. See, so this move, it's really not highly improbable. It's highly improbable to be assuming it's heading to the downside still. What's up, Kick? Kick's doing the best out of all of them. Appreciate you guys. Kind of have like a little like some little competition going on every stream. I see which one can continuously push more views. Usually Kick or YouTube. Twitch is I'm still gaining that. We're looking for affiliation on Twitch, so if you guys can, we're live on all three. I'll get you guys tuned into Twitch. But for anybody just joining, we're looking for, so GBPUSD, my overall sentiment is to the downside. We had our downside move to head even further downside. We're gonna have some highs taken. All right. I wouldn't consider these really highs being taken. I would consider this a low being taken to take out some highs. This is what we're seeing. And like I've been saying, essentially to have GU head to the downside, which it wants to do, it has to take out highs. And not in this fashion as we're seeing. Not in this fashion as we're seeing. Australian session just started, so we're seeing low volatility. They can even Tokyo is when we'll see full on push to my take profit. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Look, in the beginning of the stream, I was saying, hey, I said we're going to at least get a touch of the top of the 0.5 fib, which is about what we have. I would even, right here. You want the beginning part of the breakout. What you have, bam. Touch of the 0.5 fib, the top of it. Put some Climax on, my shit's dry. This would just be a short-term buy. As my overall sentiment is to the downside. But like I've been saying, you can't see the downside without upside, which we're gonna capitalize on. What's pretty cool is like this. Like I've been saying, this didn't even touch 50%. This didn't even touch equilibrium. Touch exactly where I thought it would, the top of equilibrium, which is even more bullish for us. Like, since when have you guys seen a price eat up, bounce off of equilibrium, not even equilibrium, and sit up here and then fall back down. That's not usually what price does. Since it's maintaining right here, we're going to get a breakout. It's 5:50 right now. Here, I'll pop this up so you guys can see the time. It's 5:50. We have 9 more minutes until the round psychological hour ends and begins. Depends how you look at it. So, with it maintaining in this range and all the other things, and it becoming 6 o'clock, we'll see 6 o'clock will hit. We'll see some at least a pull down like right here real quick. I think we already had that, and then we're gonna see upside. And later, too bad I didn't hold that fucking move I was talking to you guys about last week. Should have. You guys notice that any single fucking plan and move I put out here, it always follows through. So if you guys just continue up with me, you guys will get free money. Right here. This was Sunday. Market opened, it gap down. I said this gap will be filled. You can even see right here. Market open gap needs to be filled. And then in the stream, I said it can even take a few days to do. Well, Wednesday, what do we see? Bam. Filled that motherfucking gap. I'm looking for us to take out these highs, then fill this gap down here. Which, considering how long it took to do with the first one, we're not going to rush it. So we'll be looking for some NASDAQ shorts at some point tonight, if it takes those highs, with bearish fractal market structure shifts. But right now, we're just chilling, y'all. We're just chilling. Position's looking good. Still holding. We have a few minutes till 6. I've been holding in, going to the restroom, so as soon as what I like to do is just make sure, obviously I can go right now, I have enough confidence to just go right now, but I like to, especially for you guys, stay here for a second, wait for the next move, which would be breaking through this, and then I would head to the restroom. If you guys have any questions, just throw them out there, I'll answer them. I'm checking the quality. Let's check the. Alright, right there is me checking the audio. Audio's looking good. The quality looks miraculous. You guys should be following and throwing down a comment or something, just for some type of reaction, because I'm pushing max quality off of this shit right now. It's really great. All 3 platforms. Just waiting. Just waiting. Sorry guys for the noise in the background. I have some roommates. Is this scary? No. Why? Because we can still see a touch of this equilibrium then to the upside. Is that the end of the world? No. If we see it start to break below, I de-risk. Why did I get no notification from DoorDash right now? I haven't ordered shit. Are we worried? No. Because like I said, just 5-10 minutes ago, I said we could, with 6 o'clock coming, I literally just said we can get a little push down to this little area or so, and then 6 o'clock coming, and we'll wait, and then bam. I like to throw these little things out there before they happen, just so that way you guys don't think I'm just fucking trading off of luck. Yeah, where our goal is $1,000 tonight. Which is very likely. I've hit $1,000 goals from $30. So that being said, we'll literally be starting off double. We'll be starting off at like a little bit of a boost. I did that today because I have no time to waste. I'm not trying to be up. I'm not trying to trade Aussie, Asian, London, New York, and then all over again. No, you have to get organized. Becoming a profitable trader is becoming organized and deciding what sessions you will trade before those sessions come. Tonight, the max I'm trading is just a little bit of pre-market and a little bit of London Open. If I hit that goal by the end of Asian, and we'll be done. But we'll see. Like I said, 4 more minutes till 6 o'clock. We can see a push at least to the equilibrium and then to the upside, which would be this area. We'll mark it out for y'all. Equilibrium lies right here. Why? It's literally just 50% of its gain. It's 0.5, which is a 1.32600 Fibonacci. That's where we love to see push ups off of, and then if I see it not maintain 0.5 fib, then that's out, y'all. But right now we're sitting all right. Oops. And right here we could just be seeing a good old classic breakthrough and retest, which it looks like. Here's the resistance, broke through, retest the old resistance, and it's becoming new support right now. Also, make sure you guys turn the stream quality, max quality, 1080p, 60 FPS for the best experience. I'll type that down in all chats. All right. Just throwing that in the chat of each one, because you guys would be surprised. You turn it all the way up, the quality with the 60 FPS, it looks great. And you don't want to sacrifice any quality if you're reading these little bars and such. If you're reading this graph. Bam. Alrighty, since it's 58 and we're seeing the reaction off of here, like I said, I'm gonna hit the restroom, guys, really quick. I gotta go bad. I don't know if you guys can hear him fucking tooting like a motherfucker. We are back. Thank you guys for waiting for a minute. And look. So I'm gonna throw this out there. I keep throwing it out there anytime I'm streaming. Anybody who is watching now, and anybody who obviously subscribes and is in some sort of like correlation with me, I'm teaching all of this for free right now. It's not always gonna be free. For you guys, it will always be free. If you guys are locked in and you guys are actually here, following, subscribed, all of this stuff, and actually learning from me, it's gonna continue to be for free. And then even after I go full time. But once I'm done welding, and once I leave, once you know what I mean, once things progress on this, all the new people will be charged. So if you guys get locked in now, you guys will get locked in for free for life, and you guys will be doing yourselves a favor. So look what happened. We had this push down, and this is from 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock started. We had this push down, like I said we would. Then we're having the bullish market shift. I literally just said before I went to the restroom, I said 6 o'clock's going to hit. We're going to get a push down to this area. And at worst, we'll get a push down at 0.5 fib, which is no big deal. That's what's to expect. That's what's expected. So the 0.5 fib is around psychological area. So if you want to sound real smart, you can go the 1.32600 Fibonacci. I don't do all that. I'm trying to teach you guys this. So in order for me to teach you guys it, I have to kind of break it down. And all it is 50%. If I were to be like, okay, 25, 50%, 75, 100% at the 50% range, that's all the 0.5 Fibonacci is. So don't let people overcomplicate things for you. They have all types of names for everything. It's not all the same. Those three are the same in particular, but everyone goes, oh, it's all the same. No. That was in that case, but it's always not always the same. So checking the chat. Chat's been dead a little bit today, but I kind of expect that at what time we're at. We're at the beginning. Oh shit, I had a typo. Sorry about that, guys. I had 108p. So I'm just live fucking positioning. I need to have my moderators come on and help me with this. And if any of you guys are interested in moderator positions, head over to Twitch. And right now, I'm handing out moderation positions in the beginning. No, this is the beginning, so you guys can get locked in. But this always won't be a thing. Look, guys. I gotta get some sort of credit on that. Seriously, I said 6 o'clock's gonna hit. We're gonna get some type of push down. Then we're gonna get the break up. I'm not here talking, wasting my breath with you guys. I'm not. What do we have? We have exactly that. Guys. Let me check the mic. Microphone quality is not the 100% best, but that's okay. We're doing what we can do. Position so far is going exactly as we said. Exactly as we said. As anybody who is just now joining, I said that I went to the restroom, I said we'll get, at 6 o'clock hits, we'll get a small push down and we'll get continuation out. If we have any more of a push down, that's no big deal. That's normal. Look, it's 0.5 fib. And like I said earlier, guys, if you guys tuned in the beginning part of the stream, it's pretty amazing. We're up here, and I said if we could get at least a touchdown to the top of the 0.5 fib, that happens. But now I think we're going to get the actual touch of the 0.5 Fibonacci. With that being said, I like to come in here, and if we get it to break below here, I'll de-risk just on this position right here. And that's only because I'll throw that same position in down here at the 0.5 fib. I see some people asking about repair. We're on GU, GBP USD. You guys can read my my plan for this evening. Going into tonight, there's my plan, my game plan. I did some pre-market analysis lightly this Sunday. It wasn't nothing entirely crazy, but I did some post-market analysis not that long ago, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So we'll continue to go like this, and every stream we'll have. This is what I'm adding on. I'm adding on my game plans for anybody who joins a little later on. They can kind of see, because I don't mind repeating myself at all, but on the times I'm repeating myself, sometimes we have something going on live that is worth thing. But here we go, guys. So yeah, my overall sentiment for GU is downside. Yes. Why am I trading against a trend? You normally don't want to do that. I'm trading against a trend because a lot of my setups lately have been of this. So to see further downside, we already saw downside today like I was planning. To see further downside, we're going to have to get a take of some highs. That's just how the market works. It physically cannot go further without taking out some highs, especially after this reaction up and this grab of liquidity down here. You may ask, why is this a grab of liquidity? This is a grab of liquidity because the liquidity hangs, so specifically swing low or swing high liquidity. Swing liquidity hangs outside of previous highs and lows. Now, if you're talking trend line liquidity, that lies within it, but this is completely different here as we're looking. Yeah, we're looking for further downside due to this double top, this change in market structure shift, and this break. But as said here, right in my notes, G shorts seats. We're looking for shorts, like I said. We have to take the highs of 1.34343. We have to take those highs to head to the downside. Them highs are all the way up here. We're not being greedy with it. Since this is trading against the trend and we're just trading a grab of liquidity, we're going to be in short term. And guys, look, it's pretty crazy how this is working out. And please follow my like my way of going about this, because I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this 5 years and it has not clicked until literally this year. And mainly what it is trading grabs of liquidity, man, because you can make money either way. Like I said, look, back here, I didn't trade it this morning because I was busy. Like I said, this morning my sentiment was to the downside. If we were trading this would have been the liquidity setup to the downside like this. If we were trading this right here, this right here would have been my liquidity setup to the downside. Why? Look, it's very simple, guys. And I'm not trying to sound rude when I say very simple. I'm saying just don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. So right here, see, I wouldn't even consider these like very valid highs. I would consider these because look how many times it's bounced down from. 1, 2, bounce up from, bam, 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 3, 4, 5. It's an area of liquidity, right? So if I was trading this, if I was even trading this fucking, if I was even trading this to the upside right here, bam, why? Let's take liquidity, it's above the highs. You could take this, but like I was saying, I'm not gonna get off track. Like I was saying in the beginning, if I were to take this move to the downside, very simple. I would wait for a grab liquidity, which lies outside of previous resistance. Check it out. Previous resistance right here for the immediate previous resistance. What do we have? We have this huge Tyrone Dick bullish engulfing candle. Where? Outside of previous resistance. Yes, it does. If you want to look at it and be like, oh, it's within this. No, look, technically, sometimes this shit is just to a T, just above it, outside of previous resistance. And look what we had after that. Bam. Downside. Same thing, vice versa. We had a take of this liquidity down here. Why? Because it lies outside of previous support. This one in particular, because it's a bullish side liquidity. And like I've been saying, my whole motion behind this move is to see the further downside. We have to take the highs. We have to take these highs to see further downside. I'm just checking any chats, seeing what's going on. I don't want to get too carried away and just forget about you guys. No questions currently. I know they'll be coming in, so I'm kind of getting this fueled up. So essentially, take this move, which I'm in on right now, just chilling. 50% margin, everything's looking beautiful. I'm not over leveraged in my opinion. Now, if we're talking about $1 million account, yes, this would be over leveraged. We're talking about a $70 account, which I run up day in and day out. I don't know if you guys have seen any single one of my past streams. So that last one, I was going in on that long for NAS. That got fucked up because I was literally in high profit. I went on, packed my stuff up, was going to my buddy's house for a second, and I literally, on my life, you can ask me in person, in my life, I was driving and this car went under my fucking head on. I literally had to swerve to their lane, which is my head on lane, and let them barely slip by. They could have last second went back into the lane. Like, it was a very close accident, and I don't know if you guys know, I blew up my fucking Audi, and that threw me off guard. And once I went and finally started my PC set up, like 10 minutes later, they were losing position. So with all that being said, we're not gonna leave. I don't care how much any friends want me to leave. We have to continue working and finish working before we leave. So we're hitting this $1,000 goal tonight. We won't be leaving at all. So, game plan. Like I said, I threw out the first bit of the game plan, and now as this is progressing in my area, we'll go like this. It's going to take this liquidity. Why? Look, highs. Some people might be wondering, oh, this right here is a take of liquidity. We're going for it. No, we'll get some slight reaction. That's not the actual take of liquidity. Why? You may ask. We're looking for liquidity to be taken right here. So what you do is you mark it up. I even like to lock them all. That shit's annoying. So we have, and this is how you guys can swap out and be like, all right, is this a valid grab or is it not? First off, we're looking at it in immediate. It's outside of all of these, which we like. We can even see right here. Right here, we can even see a take of it. Right there, a take of it outside of all of them, then to the downside for market close. Well, now we're looking at it. We're looking for a take of it from the bottom again. I have it marked, right? Then with it being marked, you would like to go to like the 4 hour or so. You're looking at things in the broad spectrum after it being marked. Be the second one down. I have a fucking supercomputer, so anytime it does this type of shit, I just fucking reload it. 48 gigs of RAM with the Intel Core i7 and a 4060. There's no reason at all for this to be sitting here. Anytime it does that, I just refresh it. I know it's not on my end. Alright, here we are, 4 hour. My area of interest would be this, where my take profits at. We're looking at it on the 4 hour. Look at that. Look at that. So, what are we seeing, guys? Right here, on the 4 hour. We seen a touch of it. Was that a strong reaction? No. Do we see consolidation within it? Yes, consolidation. And the 3, 4, 3, this one over here where it's looking to take out is the highest probable for longer term. And like I've been saying, guys, we're not looking for this in long term. So we're going back and we're checking to see how valid this take profit is, which is we're seeing is an area of liquidity. Okay. It's not there's not that much data right there. Let's look all the way back. And if you guys are looking at this, look, this is fucking January. These areas don't have an expiration date. They don't. You could be going back to fucking 2004. All right. Look. I'm seeing exactly what I was looking for right here. Our take profits right here. Consolidation. Then look, right here before the downside, we had to take up that liquidity downside. Either way, what I'm liking more of it is this consolidation. Then look right here. Take profits right here. This is the area of liquidity of interest. The area that we are confirming is an area of liquidity. We haven't marked. We went back on the daily look. We even have a strong bounce up. The bounce up was so strong that we have a bearish shooting candle. It didn't care about it. Right? Consolidation, bounce down. Bounce up, strong bounce up, right? Like I said, right here, and then even where our ultimate target is before the major downside, we have a strong bounce up, which I feel is a stronger area of liquidity. Look at all this major consolidation within exactly that zone. Those are open orders. Those are pending orders, guys. So like I said, if we get a break of this area, we would de-risk just for a little bit to throw this position back in at the 0.5 fib. It should be right here. I'll keep this open in March for you guys. And now you put it in here. I'm only throwing the last part out there because even like me, when I first started hearing about the 0.5 and this status, I'm like, dude, it's literally just 50% of the status. Well, it's a round psychological area, just like how 6 o'clock hit and we see more volume coming in. It's a round psychological time. If you look right here, Tokyo session didn't even start yet. See, just 6 o'clock. It's nothing really did anything. Well, looking further down into it, it is pre-market of Tokyo. So look at that, guys. So any pairs, like here, I can throw it out there. Any like GPJPY, any of like the actual Asian pairs will be seeing that. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at that. So far, looking beautiful on our position. So like any of like the Asian pairs will be seeing pre-market manipulation, in my opinion. So like right here, AUD, we're going to be seeing manipulation. And right here, we're not even seeing shit, just bullshit chopping. But we're trading Great Brazilian Pound over USD. That doesn't have much of a correlation other than volume for that. Let me get the microphone put a little closer. I was checking out my last previous streams and the mic was a little iffy. If we can hit to me a couple of things after either a certain period of time, or if we hit some more goals on here, I'll get a pro mic. I'll get literally a studio grade mic because I'm gonna be making music too as well. So to make it less confusing for you guys, I watched a 5 minute. You guys for entries and exits should be using mostly 5 minute. 1 minute's a little too intricate. 1 minute. You gotta be trading for a few years, at least 4 years, to be looking at the 1 minute. Ira, shut up! Sorry, that fucking dog barks at anything. I could fart down here and the dog's gonna fucking bark. Just train your dogs correctly. If you don't train the dog correctly, it's gonna go downhill. But I'm feeling 100% for this move. Either way is okay for me to break out, move in my direction. That's good. If we de-risk a tiny bit, hit 0.5, I would scale up even more. Bottom line is we're holding this range. We're holding this range is really good. We start touching the 0.5 fib, that will determine how we touch it and how we're doing within it to really determine what I do next. But look, guys, this is what I like to do. As you guys seen live, I have my sentiment, have my positions in, and this is what I like to do for confirmation. So you guys should start doing this as well. I did my 5th year in. We go like this. So all of these live signals, don't ever try to get your sentiment and position off of these signal robots. What you want to do is check for confirmation. I'm guessing none of these robots have my position in because they cannot spot liquidity. The robots cannot see that this liquidity has been swept. I can. So as we're looking this up, I'm going to pop this up to the side so that way I'm not, nothing crazy happens, because I'm my own stop loss when I'm trading live. All right. So you want to like this. You look up signals for that pair. Right here. So look, exactly as I said. So I guarantee this bot's going to be proved wrong. So this bot goes off of all of this crap. This is why I don't believe in bots. And it says diamond sell. Well, how are you going to have a diamond sell going into market close and market open? It's not how things work. Market close to market open are two completely different sentiments. So we're looking at this. These people will get fucked out of this trade. Why? Because liquidity does not see it. So, like I said, this is not these are confirmation, and you're gonna have things that go against your confirmation. And here's the 5 minute. It's offline. Might be offline because we're losing the trade. Now looking at this, let me mute this for you guys. All right, GBP USD right here. See, this bot's agreeing with me. I like that. This bot right here knows what's up. They're agreeing with me. Right, even right here, we had a cross of whatever moving averages is. I don't go off of moving averages and such. So anybody who just joined, we're checking for confirmation. Yep, this one's agreeing with me. So it's just added confirmations on. And this one right here, oh, not this one. This one up here is going to be proved wrong, and they will hit stop loss right here. And the stop loss is exactly at my take profit. That's how liquidity works, guys. And look, we can even see it right here. This is trend line, swing high, trend line. If you guys have any questions, throw them down. I'll continue to stream and work for you guys. Shut up! Sorry, guys. If you don't yell one good time for this dog, she's going to continue to sit here and interrupt you guys. So. One second, guys. I'm headed to the restroom real quick. One more minute, guys. Sorry, I'm visiting with somebody real quick. Sorry.
He was a no-call, no-show, so he lost his job at Red Robin. Because he didn't go in the 2 days before he left.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, because he was also working up here at Eves. Friday, he was 3 hours late going in. Monday, no call, no show. Stacy was giving him a chance on Tuesday. She tried calling him to come in because she needed the help.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't answer for her. So I called. He answered. He goes, "Goddamn way am I coming in my day off?"
Damn.
So I told Stacy what he said. I'm not gonna lie. She fired him.
Good. I'm not kidding you. I had 9 months.
Today, James sends me a text. Now, his girlfriend lives in New Mexico. He turned around and wanted me to lie, saying that he was at the hospital because he fell off the ladder at work and broke a couple ribs.
If that was the case, you should have been told him that in the moment. There's no going back. There's no going back and saying that. Whenever he already said he's not going on his day off.
Well, this was to his girlfriend today.
I see.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking lie for you.
Right. And with me, I didn't have to have nobody lie for myself. I used my...
And I'm up here for a job interview at Eve just for 15 to 20 hours a week.
Mm-hmm. You knew Paris from Cracker Barrel. I know Paris, that black chick. From Cracker Barrel.
She's the one that got my ass fired.
That's what she's saying. Guess what? She just got fired from Jersey Grill. I was just hanging out with her earlier today.
She got fired from Cracker Barrel. You know what for?
Taking money.
Drinking.
Man.
Yeah.
But isn't that bullshit? I'm like, you guys are going to need to smoke some crack to do the work without me there now. Motherfuckers.
James don't know I got hired on it. And I'm not going to tell him. But he turned around today. Because this girl broke up with him because I wouldn't lie for him.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't tell her that no, he wasn't. I just said, I don't know what's going on. My daughter was in an accident head-on yesterday.
Oh, exactly.
And I've been trying to help take care of her and her friend, you know.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and head-on collisions aren't... So, like, if each person's going 40, that's 80-mile-per-hour impact.
And, I mean, it deployed all 4 front airbags.
Oh, yeah.
I said, so I don't know what's going on. Well, she broke it off with him. He turned around and was blaming me because I wouldn't lie for him and everything else. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, literally.
Well, he turned around and tried punching the glass out of our storm door for the back. He turned around and punched a hole in his closet door. Those are $150 doors.
Oh, yeah, they aren't cheap. And you have to get it realigned and all that.
Well, and then we got to restain them, everything. And they're special size because they're odd closet doors.
Oh, yeah, that's where the money's at, too. I had like 600 people watch last month.
And he turned around and said, "Goddamn bitch, because of you, she broke it off." Me? You're the lioness.
Yeah, he's just looking for a fucking scapegoat.
Well, then, I was talking to Sam at the time. And he turned around and goes, "I don't give a shit if she would have died yesterday." And I'll tell you right now, that Phyllis bitch, I'll kick her fucking living ass, and I wish she would have gone through the fucking windshield.
Dude, I'm not trying to talk...
No, hold on. I wish she would have gone through the fucking windshield like her 3-year-old son, because I'll snap both of them like a fucking twig. Isn't that a threat?
That is. And not only that, I'm telling you what, I would say, I'm not trying to talk down on him, I would say he won't last a day, but guess what? He won't even get in there to last a day at John Deere. The reason I'm saying that is because they're so fucking strict, dude, that like...
He couldn't last at Amazon.
And Amazon's cake. Amazon's cake.
He couldn't last 2 days.
I was at UPS in high school. In high school, I was at UPS, man, and that's my buddy. He's getting a driver position there, and he complains about his work, my buddy. And I tell him, I said, "Hey, I was making half of what you're making, and I was going to school. So Monday through Friday is the schedule at UPS. I was getting off of school at like 3, and I was going to fucking UPS at 4, and going work until nighttime. So I tell him like, hey, I was making half what you're doing, and if you're bitching about your hours, I was literally working the entire school." And then going to that, so don't.
Yesterday, what pissed me off with Sam's husband, he calls his mother first, then calls her best friend, then his still don't have.
One more minute, guys. Yo. Sorry about that. I was talking to a family member. In the meantime, the position's still looking good. For anybody just joining, this position right here, I would like to call them. I don't really have a name for them. Obviously, other people take positions of like, essentially a grab liquidity, but you can have a grab liquidity of the overall market trends, or just you can have a take of liquidity. What's up, Froggers? How's it going? Nice to see that you're tuning back in. But so we're not trading bullshit crypto right now at the moment, so we're getting this shit jumping today. Throw some emojis out there. But yeah, so essentially here is my my game plan for tonight. I'll throw my game plan off to the side while I explain on the charts. This sometime. Alright, if you got that acting weird with a split screen setup, this is the best route, best way to do it like that. Alright. So I'm looking for the downside of GBP USD. That was this morning before New York, which we had. See, we had our downside. With that being said, to be looking for any further downside, we have to get a take of some highs, aka swing high liquidity, which I'm looking to trade off of. This dog, I'm about to throw her in her fucking cage. Sorry about that. My roommate's dog is it's not trained, so hate to have someone slacking in training ruin my stream, so I gotta get that bitch to shut up. Excuse my language. But yeah, so I'm looking obviously for the downside on GU. For GU to see the downside, it physically needs to take some liquidity. Liquidity lies we're outside of previous highs, and we're looking at this on the 5-minute. Okay. Market open is right here. Was right here. You'd be like, oh my god, this is the grab liquidity. It's the take of the highs. No, it's not. It's not applicable through market close and open. How's it going, Froggers? You can speak to me through the chat if you'd like. I won't be able to like type and respond as much tonight just because we are getting this shit rolling. I believe we have 1 more hour until Asian starts. I'm gonna double check. Yep, we have Asian starting right here, and our hour is almost up. So, also every stream I like to go like this and throw this down for you guys. It's a good tool. This right here is throwing down 2 tools that I really do like to use. I'm doing great. I'm just looking to make some money tonight, this evening, going into tonight. And if you're trading any pairs, hop on and make some money with me, because I'm only gonna be trading the highest of probable moves. Yeah, Forex Factory down there. I'm gonna also for you guys add the time market hours. I like to add these to put you guys on. I'm not gonna use a tool right in front of you guys and then just be like, oh, find it out. No, I'm here to teach you guys. So I'm sending it through all the chats. There we go. Our move's looking beautiful so far. So check out. Kick has been outperforming everybody tonight as far as YouTube and Twitch. Keep it going, Kick. You guys are doing well. Throw a comment, like, follow, do whatever you guys would like. So you could watch this and not follow, it doesn't matter. But essentially, we are trading. We're trading the take of the highs before this goes to the downside. Right here in my notes, ultimately, I'm looking for these highs to get taken at 1.34343. That's going to be on a little bit of a greedy side, so I'm not going to sit in there all the way till that long. After this move hits take profit, we're going to go right over into NASDAQ. And NASDAQ, anybody who was watching me last week, also, I was right here. Sorry guys, I gotta find where my notes are at. Were they taken off? There we go. Okay. That's my notes. Oh, fuck. Let's just go back twice like that. Alright. Sorry, I can turn around. We're gonna go like this on the 5-minute. And we're going back right here very simply. This was Sunday. Sunday, we had the gap filled down. Yes, some people might consider that filling of the gap. It's not. Because look, very simply said, if we go like this, where's that line go? It's not filling the gap. There's still a gap right there that needs to be filled, even if we're looking at that wick. So with that being said, we had this gap where I said market open gap needs to be filled, right? And look what the fuck happens. We completely filled that gap, right? Now look, New York open, right? We had this gap to the upside, vice versa. This gap to the downside needs to be filled. I'll actually take note of that so that way there's proof of it like I did before. Oh, that's a terrible fucking circle. I went to go move something while I did that. Alright, bam. We have it marked. Then we're going to put right in text. Arrow marker, bam. Let's throw that little arrow up in there, bam. Just so that way we know we know that my game plan right here will know what to be looking for. And on top of that, I need to see a take of these highs at least to go in from there. So at the same time on conduit, we'll see my take profit get hit. We'll see after that, we'll move right over into this position looking for these shorts while it's within that range of that liquidity. So doing this, you guys need a game plan. You guys need to know, all right, if this trade don't go well, what do I go into? Or if this trade don't go well, am I done trading for the night? Or if this trade goes well, what do I go to after that? If this trade goes well, I'll be going into that position, and it would be a little bit of a higher risk. This position is lower risk currently. Yeah, you can speak to me through the chat, Froggers, if you would like. Froggers is the Cool Beans. He's been tuning in for a minute now, consistently. Anybody that wasn't here in the beginning, I have a new halo light off to the side, so the lighting must be a little better. And this right here, to explain this, I was saying that if need be, if I see a break of this area, I will de-risk with this position and that position, and then I would wait for it to change market structure within the 0.5 fib or the 1.32606, whatever you want to call it if you want to sound smart. Equilibrium, 50%. Chat. Not chat by you guys, but I have this fucking chat box popped up and it's not going. There we go. It's going away. And for close 1,000 tonight for take profit of these positions, it will be. Let me pull the calculator and just